Good morning, Professor. My name is Naomi. Today I want to present about the architecture of decentralized finance, Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptography. The first one, we talk about the introduction to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital currency that lets people store and send value to each other directly. In the past, money was a physical thing, but today it is mostly digital information controlled by banks. Bitcoin changed this by giving you total control over your money. It acts as the token of value used on the blockchain. The next one is Bitcoin supply and features. The main idea. In the past, money was a physical thing, but today it's mostly digital information controlled by banks. Bitcoin changed this by giving you total control over your money. It acts as the token of value used on a blockchain. Value and supply. This price of Bitcoin depends entirely on supply and demand. There will only ever be a maximum of 21 million Bitcoins, and right now about 19.75 million have already been created. Halving. To manage the supply, the amount of the new Bitcoin given as a reward to miners is cut in half every 4 years. The most recent halving happened in May 2024, and the next one will happen in 2028. Features. Bitcoin is often compared to gold because it has a limited supply, lasts forever, avoids inflation, and does not rely on a middleman or bank. However, unlike physical gold, Bitcoin is digital, meaning you can send it everywhere in the world very quickly, in about 10 minutes, and cheaply for about $1. Next, we talk about the blockchain. A blockchain is basically a public digital record book that is shared across many computers. How it works. The name blockchain comes from how it stores data. It groups lists of transactions into pages called blocks, and these blocks are connected together in a continuous chain. The chain. Every new block connects to the one before it using a special mathematical code called a hash. Because of this strong link, older transactions are practically impossible to change. Size and privacy. The Bitcoin blockchain is completely public but uses fake names to protect privacy. It currently holds about 500 gigabytes of transaction history. The next one, we talk about features of blockchains. Blockchains work very differently from standard databases. Here's what makes them special. The first one is decentralized. There is no central boss or authority. Instead, it runs on a peer-to-peer network where many separate computers use software to check and save copies of all transactions. The second one is unchangeable and secure. Once a transaction is saved on the blockchain, it is locked in and cannot be altered. This is called being immutable. The third one is trustless. You do not need to trust the person you are doing business with. Because everyone keeps their own copy of the records, the system prevents cheating automatically. The last one is other key features. The network is open for anyone to join and use open source software. It is also private, censorship resistant, unconfiscatable, and programmable. The next one, we talk about encryption. Encryption is simply a way to hide and protect sensitive information. Symmetric encryption. This method uses the exact same key password to both hide the information encrypt and reveal the script. Asymmetric encryption. This method uses two different keys, a public key and a private key. They work together mathematically. The private key is the only one that can unlock a message hidden by the public key. And the public key is the only one that can unlock a message hidden by the private key. The next one, we talk about digital signature. A digital signature uses math to prove a digital document is real. What it does, it guarantees two things: that the message was not secretly changed and that it actually came from the correct person. How to sign? The sender put their data through a hash algorithm to create a unique code. Then they hide encrypt that code using their secret private key, creating the digital signature. How to check? The receiver opens the signature using the sender's public key to see the original hash. If that hash perfectly matches the document's hash, the signature is real and valid. The next one, we talk about cryptocurrency wallets. A cryptocurrency wallet is a software program that lets you store, receive, and send Bitcoin. The first one is addresses and keys. Your wallet gives you a public address that you can share with others to get paid. Just like an email address, it also holds a private key or seed phrase that you must keep completely secret. The second one is security types. Wallets can be non-custodial and host, meaning they are very secure because only you have the keys. They can also be custodial, hosted like webmail, which is less secure because the company's servers could be hacked. The third one is type of wallets. You can use wallets on your desktop computer, mobile phone, a special hardware device, printed on paper, or even memorized in your brain. The last one, how it works. A wallet is just a doorway to the blockchain. Your actual Bitcoins live on the blockchain's network, not inside the app. If you lose your phone or computer, your money is still safe as long as you have your secret key or seed, which lets you open your wallet on a brand new device. So the next one is conclusion. So we have covered a lot of ground today. To summarize how it all fits together, let's take one final look at the big picture. First, we talk about Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin provides digital money that you fully control. You do not need a traditional bank anymore. It lets people store and send value to each other directly. But how it is impossible without a bank? This is where the network comes in. This system is powered by the blockchain, which is basically a public digital record book shared across many computers. Because of the way blocks are connected, all the transactions are practically impossible to change. This creates a system that prevents cheating automatically. Next, we have the security layer. Your phone and your identity are protected by advanced math, specifically encryption and digital signatures. Encryption hides and protects your sensitive information, and digital signatures use math to prove that a message actually came from you and was not secretly changed. They act as an unbreakable digital lock. To interact with all of this, you use a cryptocurrency wallet. Your wallet is just a doorway to the blockchain. It holds your private keys, which you must keep completely secret. As long as you protect those keys, your money is completely safe, even if you lose your phone or computer. Ultimately, When you combine all these pieces together, you get a fast global financial system. It is built entirely on math and trust instead of relying on expensive middlemen. It is an open network for anyone to join. Okay, next, this one is the reference that I use for my presentation. There are two references. This brings me to the end of my project presentation. I hope this video clearly demonstrated the architecture of decentralized finance, Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptography. Thank you for your guidance and attention throughout this process, Professor.